What's up, guys? Welcome back to hashtag AskLiveLeanTV, episode numero dos do two. So this is the episode, if you're new to this show, where we take your questions from social media, specifically Twitter. So at me, at Brad Guthrow on Twitter, use hashtag AskLiveLeanTV, ask your question. We will answer it on this episode.
Yeah, so let's jump right in. Why don't we? The first question comes from Cisco V, who we know is a member in Team LiveLean. So
what's up?
Keep doing that. Keep being awesome. We love our members. His question is, we have all seen your human side, we trust. What do you do when you aren't filming and working out and cooking?
Good question.
Yeah. It probably seems like that's all we do.
Yeah, which is like, we don't want that perception of us. If that's what you see a lot, is us just in the kitchen cooking and working out. We put that content out there for you guys because that's what our brand is about. But that doesn't mean that's all we're doing. That is a small percentage of what we do throughout the day.
True,
So first of all, we're running a business. We're both entrepreneurs. We're running this media company. And so there's a lot of time in front of the computer.
Yeah, we work a lot. And we are probably in front of the computer at least like 6 to 8 hours a day, just like most people are. So, you know, it may look like we're just always like outside working out, cooking and doing all that, but that's not the real reality. That's just like the small clips that you see. You know, keep in mind each video that you watch from us is like under 5 minutes. So you're not seeing like our whole day's worth of activities, you're seeing like clippets.
Yeah,
you know?
But we are thinking about coming out with some more daily vlogs and actually putting it on this channel. So if that's something that you guys want to see, if you guys watched our old vlog channel, BGTV.
Yeah, we vlogged a lot for almost a year.
And that showed our full days.
Well, not even. I mean, you know, even when you're vlogging, it's just like highlights of the day.
True. And we're not going to come out with a 24-hour
We're not going to show you us like typing.
No.
It's too boring.
But the point of this is we're thinking we are coming out with more daily lifestyle vlogs on this channel to really show the other side, that it's not just all about that. So if you guys want to see that, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, and the main thing is we don't want you to get the wrong impression that in order to live lean, you have to spend 100% of your time working out and cooking, because we know that's not realistic.
Yeah.
It's not even realistic for us.
Yeah.
So we want to give you guys the truth and show you all sides of things and the struggles that we go through and how it is hard to run a business, have a family. As you guys know, we're pregnant right now. So a lot of our time we've spent planning for baby and like doing family things. And so it's a life balance.
Yeah, but if I had to put it down to what I enjoy doing outside of all that, it's still fitnessy. I love playing sports.
You do, you love like athletic stuff.
Athletic stuff.
I do too.
And she loves makeup.
I love girly things. I like getting manicures and, you know,
actually, that's
all that stuff.
I'll like put my man card out there right now and say I love massages.
Oh yeah, actually we both love massages. We have a thing for massage. I think it's a great way to like recover your muscles after hard workouts.
If anybody ever wants to buy me a gift, buy me massages.
Massage coupons.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go on to the next question. That was a great question, Cisco Balls.
Yeah, hopefully that kind of clarifies things for you guys, so you don't get the impression that all we do is work out and cook, because it's so not like that.
Okay, next question is from Femke on Twitter. She asks, which snacks, etc., can you bring while traveling by plane for 24 hours, and what are good options at airports? Good question.
I love that. Yeah, actually, because as you guys know, I coach some clients as well. I do one-on-one coaching, and I love when my clients send me pictures of like what they're bringing on the airplane and stuff. And I also like to post when I bring snacks on airplanes too. It's not going to be like the highest protein stuff usually. I mean, you can bring like cooked chicken breasts and stuff in a Ziploc baggie, but it's not the most convenient. So what I usually recommend is things like carrot sticks, celery, you know, apples, like fruits that don't have a peel, you know, that are easy to just grab and eat, stuff like that. Nuts are great for traveling with. They have no odor and they don't go bad. So you can just put dry raw nuts in a baggie.
And if you asked other fitness people this question, they probably would say like,
protein
put in
stuff.
Tupperware, put your chicken breast in there, put some ice on it and everything else. I think that
bring a cooler.
I want to differentiate ourselves from that. And I would differentiate ourselves by that by saying, this is Living Lean 365.
Yeah.
And we want to...
It's not temporary.
We're not like this... It's not your entire life, you know?
And you're not on an airplane every day either.
So it's just like, you can get away with having bad food at the airport once in a while, because like you said, you're not in an airport every single day. If you are, then you have to make better choices.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for protein sources, beef jerky is a decent protein source. Most airport food restaurants, they do have salad options.
There are healthy choices.
You can have grilled chicken. There's like smoothie bars. Like there are options. So just don't limit yourself and get all worked up over it. It's not the end of the world if you actually have a Subway sub or whatever it is. It's just one meal, guys.
But do you need like the M&Ms and the Cheetos?
No, be smart.
You know, that should be obvious. I would hope that you guys would kind of know which things to obviously not have.
Obvi.
But when it comes to what to have, you know, if the flight is short, you don't need to have any snack. You can just go from breakfast and then have lunch when you get there or something like that. But if it's a really long flight, then just pack little fruits, veggies, nuts, stuff like that, and you'll be fine.
Yep.
All right, let's hear from Milanisakila.
From Snapchat. Yeah. We love our Snapchat followers. Go check us out on Snapchat, and you can post your questions there as well.
We're having so much fun snapping. Okay, so do you take supplements? If you do, which ones?
Yes. So I got to put a little bit of context towards this, because it all depends on where you are in your journey. I'm going to say if you're not following a good workout program, if you really don't have any idea what you're doing with food or cooking your food or what you're eating, don't worry about supplements yet. Supplements come at the end, when you already have your workout on point, when you already have like your meal planning and the foods you're feeding yourself are decent foods. Then supplements come in and they just give you that little bit of like that 5% kick in the butt to really take your results to the next level. But you can't out-supplement a bad diet. You can't out-supplement a bad or non-existing workout.
Yeah, it's so true. I think of like supplements as like step 5, really. So I don't know if everything's in order necessarily, but you have your workouts, you have your food, then you have like your emotional
mindset.
Like your mindset, your just mental attitude towards everything is really, really important. And then you have things like sleep, like your schedule, like your daily grind, and then you have supplements. Like it's like the last thing you worry about before all those like really important staples.
But now that PSA is over with, let's just answer the damn question.
Because it was really about you and what you take.
So yes, I do take supplements because, as I said, all those other things are on point. Yeah. I'm going to give you the ones that you should be focusing on. First would be, I'm not going to put these in order, so let's just say a whey protein source or a type of protein powder, preferably not soy, but whey is the highest quality, and if body can absorb it, then go with whey. Fish oil is another important one. Our bodies are so out of whack with omega-3s, omega-6s, it's creating a lot of inflammation in our body, and we just don't get enough omega-3s in our diet anymore. Fish oil is another one.
And fats are actually good for you now.
Fats are delicious.
Some people are still like fat phobic, but you know, fats are really good for your diet. You need healthy dietary fat to burn body fat.
Yeah. And then a greens powder is great. So I talk about greens powders. It's a nutritional insurance.
It's like a vegetable supplement.
Yeah, and it's like if you're not hitting your vegetable quota or if you're traveling a lot, I find when I travel a lot and I don't get as much vegetables in, I get sick quickly. But if I travel a lot and I don't get my vegetables in, but I take a green supplement, I don't get sick. So it's just like...
It's like a multivitamin kind of in a way.
That's what I was going to say. Take a greens powder or a multi.
Yeah.
But I just prefer greens powder because I think it's, in my opinion, it's a higher quality
And even when you are eating well, you can still add that on top because you're not going to overdose yourself on vegetables. Yeah,
and we'll put links down below because I know this can be confusing which brands to take, and it's not all created equal. Trust me, there are some brands out there that
supplement industry is the worst for like deceiving people.
It's a shady industry. So anyway, I'll put links down below the stuff that I take and would recommend that you guys can take. But those are like the big 3s, and then there's some other ones. But it really depends on your body, because if you're high in some, then you need to get a blood test, to be honest. But that's going down a whole other schedule.
And it also depends on like what kind of phase of your life you're going through. Like I'm taking different supplements now that I'm pregnant than I did when I was doing like fitness shows and bodybuilding type stuff. So, just kind of, you have to answer like, what do you need the supplements for? Like, what are you doing? Like I'm preparing to grow another human, so I need different supplements than he needs. Yeah. You know what I mean? So just kind of ask some more questions before you decide what supplements are right for you.
Yeah. But those ones that we talked about are foundation supplements, so I think anybody.
Yeah, those that he mentioned are the pretty basics.
Yes. All right, next question from Snapchat from Rennet17. Rennet asks, how do you eat healthy on vacation? Sounds like a lot of you guys are going on vacation.
Yeah, everyone's traveling.
I'm getting jelly. So how do you eat healthy on vacation? I've went on multiple trips recently, and it's hard to stay living lean. You want to answer that?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of goes back to what we just talked about eating at the airport and everything. But maybe you're talking about like when you're actually on vacation, because that can be a whole nother challenge.
Yeah, I think let's answer it from that perspective.
All right, let's go with that. So say you're on vacation and you're with like friends or family, and everyone wants to like have margaritas and s'mores, and like I think vacation-y type foods are usually a little like looser, which is probably what you're talking about, why it's hard to stay living lean.
Yep.
And then also the purpose of a vacation is to relax and recuperate. So you don't necessarily want to do the hardest workouts of your life while you're on vacation. So I totally get that perspective. And I think my answer for that is that that's completely okay.
Yep.
You know, if Brad and I were on vacation, we would probably have a couple margaritas and lay on the beach too. It doesn't mean that living lean doesn't mean that you have to work out every single day. Like we say 365, that means your body stays lean 365. That doesn't mean you have to work out and eat perfect 365. So hopefully we're getting across that idea to you guys that, you know, your entire life is not spent in the gym and the kitchen. You can go on vacation. You can have some bad diet days. You can have some lazy days. But what's important is that you keep coming back to your focus and your mindset that you've set so strongly.
Here's the thing, guys. If you go away on a 7-day vacation, you don't work out once, you eat nothing but whatever you want to eat, that doesn't mean you're not living lean. What means you're not living lean is if you come back home and then you start doing the exact same thing that you did on vacation. Then it just gets out of control. Then you're not living lean. But if you get back home and then you get back to the gym, you get back on eating the right types of foods, you get back to sleeping, then it just happens, guys. It's habits that you're forming. And if you truly are building this live lean habit, by the time you get home, you can't wait to go eat a salad. You can't wait to get back in the gym because your body just craves that stuff. And once this becomes a habit with you guys, your body is just going to be like, I need it. Like, give me the greens, give me the meat, I can't eat another hot dog, I can't eat another potato chip. It's just, it's like a switch. It'll turn on. So just don't stress over this little vacation, guys. It's not worth it. Have fun on your vacation. Try to make smarter choices, but you can indulge every once in a while. Drink lots of water. And when you get back, just get right back on the track.
And the stress about worrying that you're like losing, that you're not living lean or that you're doing everything wrong is worse for you than the occasional like dirty meals that you're gonna have. So try not to stress out and like keep your mindset strong no matter what. Like he said, it's just you're committed to the lifestyle, and even though you know that while you're on vacation everything's not perfect, that you will get back to it. You know, have that trust and that confidence in yourself.
Yep. Living lean, not about being perfect. It's about making progress.
Yes.
Next question.
All right, Michael Santos. That was an oopsie. Something about carb cycling. Okay, I got the question here. We have, so carb cycling or just keeping it steady at 40-20-40, which means 40% protein, 20% carbs, and 40% fat, which is kind of the macronutrient balance that we tend to aim for. It just basically means you're eating a slightly lower carb diet.
Yeah.
So he just wants to know, should you carb cycle or should you keep it steady all the time?
This is one of these things, guys, where it's like people ask, should you eat clean or should you do IIFYM?
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't answer that question for you. It has to fit for you.
You have to do what works.
That's the entire thing with living lean, is everything that we're saying is we're just talking from personal experience, what worked for us. We're not necessarily saying what is going to work for you. Maybe you work different hours. Maybe you can't eat meat, or maybe you have something against eating meat, whatever it is. This is just what we do. So when I say great results from a 40% of your calories from protein, 20 from carbs, and 40% from fat, that works for me. That's worked for a ton of my clients that I have. So give it a try. But if it doesn't work for you, try carb cycling. Carb cycling, if you guys don't know what it is, it's basically manipulating your carbs throughout the week. So some days you'll have a high carb day, other days you'll have a no carb or a low carb day, then another day you'll have a medium carb day. So your carbs are just fluctuating up and down.
Which honestly is kind of what we do with cheat days. It's kind of what we do.
Yeah, and on
not on purpose, but it happens when we go out for pizza or something.
But on non-workout days, my carb level is lower. When I train legs, my carbs are higher. So essentially what we're doing, we just don't label it that way. Yeah. It's pretty much carb cycling. Yeah. So it's, you just got to find out what works for you.
Yeah, and we really don't like to label like too much what we do. Like, I guess we say in general that we aim to follow a 40-20-40 kind of macro split, but
you're different though. You're 40-40-20, really.
Probably, that's true. Because I eat less fat than he does. I just find that my body does better on that. I feel better digestively, and my energy feels better and everything. So that's so true. Like,
that works for you. That works for your body type.
He does great with high fats, high fats.
I love high fat. And when I go high carb, I notice a difference. Like, I feel like I'm storing water more. I feel my energy levels are just kind of like bounced all over the place. So test.
There's differences between the male and female body. There's, differences between just different digestive speeds and all of that. So I hate labeling. Like, we don't call ourselves paleo necessarily, even though we agree with most of the stuff that paleo, is about. But it's the live lean way. It's like you finding the diet that works for you is the best thing overall. It's better than being paleo or being 40-20-40 or doing carb cycling or doing IFYM. Like, try not to look for labels, but just look for what works for me.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, next question on Snapchat from Ricker2000. Ricker2000 says, when you go out with friends to a bar, what do you drink so you don't lose your abs? Good question. And I've done a few YouTube videos on this already, so you can go back to my YouTube channel and just search like maybe alcohol, and I'm sure this will come up.
Oh, tell them it's Cosmopolitan.
Actually, it's funny. A quick little story the other day. I think it was actually yesterday.
What?
Jessica, she doesn't drink this now, obviously, because she's pregnant, but she loves whiskey.
I do.
Straight.
I know.
She's like an old man.
I like scotch and
Scotch.
I do. I have the taste of an old grandpa.
And I can't handle it. And and it's been sitting in our cupboard there for a while because she's pregnant, so she doesn't drink, and I don't drink this stuff. And I was like, I feel like less of a man because I can't drink like scotch. So I was like, pour me one up.
I told him to grow some balls and have a drink.
It just didn't work. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I even put some fresh squeezed orange juice in it for him to kind of
now you're just making it even more womanly. I was trying to come off as like a really tough guy there, but
you're telling the story about how you couldn't handle it.
I need a man up here, but okay, let me just get to the answer. What I drink personally is vodka. So I have Grey Goose. It's the kind of the highest quality vodka. You don't get a hangover typically from it if you handle it all right. And you can mix it with water, and it is like it tastes good with a little shot.
It's like flavorless, kind of.
It's flavorless, but you put a little shot of lemon in there, and it's like you're drinking kind of lemon water.
Yeah.
And it's
and then you feel super healthy.
That's my go-to, but I do enjoy a cold beer every once in a while, but I can only have like one or two beer and then it's done. I just can't drink anymore. But when I'm watching sports, cold beer, nothing better than that. But typically for me, it's the Grey Goose water.
And how does that stop you from losing your abs?
How does it stop me from losing my abs? You know what the big thing with alcohol is yes, drinking alcohol, it's 7 calories and it's
per gram,
and your body goes and starts burning those the alcohol calories first. So the problem with is that typically when you drink, you're eating all kinds of cruddy food.
And you know what? It messes with your mind, you guys. It messes with your mind.
Yeah.
And it makes you want to eat like cheesy nachos and so that's the real problem.
It's not really the alcohol that's the problem. It's more of the food that you're eating with it. So try to eat a full meal, a good meal before you actually drink. And I got to give a shout out to my buddy, John Romanello. You should go check out his Facebook page. He posted did you see that video?
No, what?
He posted an awesome video on, I forget what it was called, like how to get drunk and still stay shredded or something. Oh, and he broke it down on how, and it's very similar to what I'm telling you right now. So go check out that video.
Cool.
But That's mine. And when you are not pregnant, what do you typically?
I know I love drinking, but I can't anymore. Yeah, my favorite drinks, like he said, I love like whiskey and scotch. I actually love beer. I love like Guinness.
Yeah, Guinness is good.
Yeah. And what else? Wait,
wine,
there's one
wine
more thing.
as
Oh,
well.
wine. Yeah, I love red wine so much. I like red much better than white. But yeah, those are like my 3 favorites. But of course, you know, I'm a lightweight because I don't drink that often. And probably even worse now, like after I'm pregnant, I'll probably be like an ultra lightweight because I just haven't had it for so long. But I've always like, especially since I started my fitness career, I've been able to feel like tipsy off of one drink, which is actually nice. If you can lower your tolerance for alcohol, then you don't consume as much, you save money, you save your liver.
But that's the problem, guys, when you're living lean, like it ruins your ability to handle your liquor. And if you drink too much,
say that like it's a bad thing.
Well, no, I just mean if you drink too much, the next day you're going to be feeling it a lot more. Like I can't drink anymore without the next day feeling gross.
Which I think is really a positive because in the end, who needs to be drunk every week? It's just, it's not good for you. Yeah.
That's not happening.
But we do think that some alcohol in moderation, like we like to enjoy a glass after dinner or something like that, is perfectly healthy. And there's nothing wrong with balancing your life with having like a little bit of alcohol there and there, here and there. It's just, we don't encourage binge drinking because like we said, it kind of leads you down that rabbit hole of all those behaviors that you're trying to fix. So
all right, guys, let's keep this rolling. We have 2 questions left. This is another question from Cisco Ball, so we keep going back to his questions because he's always talking with us, engaging with us. So this is from Snapchat. He says, do you guys ever have candy or soda? I remember a second channel video from our BGTV videos where you say that you've lost the taste for soda.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, most sweets. Just wondering if you incorporate unhealthy desserts as a cheat meal throughout the year.
Totally, like Thanksgiving pie and stuff. I love eating pie at his mom's house.
Yeah. Soda, I could care less. Like, it's
I know. I still like sparkling water or something, but I totally find that if I try to drink a soda, it tastes like syrup to me. It's so like just syrupy. I just can't. But sparkling water with a little like fruit in it or something, like a squeeze of lemon or lime, is great. I just don't like soda. It's too sweet.
My carbonation drink, I don't like carbonation drinks, but if I do have a carbonation drink, it's like energy drinks.
Like sugar-free though.
Like a rock star is what.
But you always get the sugar-free, and it's because it makes your teeth feel gritty,
just
right?
Way too much for me. Like it's.
Like you guys know when you have like a sugary drink, like you feel like a film on your teeth, right? I know. Yeah. Like every time we have one, we're together, we're like, "Are your teeth like?"
So I just prefer putting those chemicals in my body, the artificial chemicals.
See, I know, and you guys know we're not fans of artificial sweeteners.
No.
The only like sweetener we use is stevia. I've been making homemade popsicles lately because I really do like have a sweet tooth sometimes, and we love to make like baked goods, like those cookies, that one cookie recipe.
But
I make these one cookies. Yeah, they're from our cookbook, so they're healthy ingredients, but still, like we don't want you guys to think that we never eat sweets because we definitely have as much of a sweet tooth as the next person, right? Mm-hmm. But we just choose healthier choices. Oh, is it Cisco Bausch again?
Yeah, so he loaded us with the questions.
Oh, okay.
Which is good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, so the greens powder that you drink in the morning, what is the difference between that and just blending, not juicing some whole foods?
Oh, great question. So first of all, the difference between blending and juicing is blending, you just throw it all into a blender and you keep the fiber intact, where juicing, you put it into a juicer, which extracts the fiber. So I personally prefer blending smoothies. Well,
it sounds like he knows that because he's
I'm just answering for the people. What's the difference? And so the question, the greens powder. So why not just blend
up some food?
Well, you could absolutely. You could go that route. I like the greens powder because it's at the end of the day, it's actually cheaper. And you
know what's the other thing is it's more diverse.
It's way more diverse. If you look at the ingredients on a greens powder, you're getting things in there that you would never find at a grocery store.
Well, and even if you could, like say we lived inside Whole Foods and we could just go pick out like a piece of each vegetable, your smoothie would be just freaking gigantic. And the thing with the greens powder is like it's powder.
Yeah.
So it's like super condensed, and you're drinking like 6 ounces of fluid versus I don't even know how big it would be if you tried to do that with all those same vegetables.
And the greens powder, when you look at it, like those stuff that I use, and I'll put a link down below, like you can buy it. It looks expensive at the time, but if you think of how many vegetables you actually put into that blender to make that, it's much cheaper.
So lower cost, more convenient. There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we do got one more question. So let's get right to this. I'm going to ask Jessica the last question. I can find it here. It's from Femke on Twitter. How can I get healthy while I still live at home? So her mother cooks and go to college. So
wait.
So how can she still live at lean at home when her mom cooks her food?
Okay, and going to college, living at home. Okay, that happens sometimes, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm like, does that even happen? Okay. So yeah, if you're in college, you got to be on a budget and stuff. But if your mom's cooking, that's actually awesome because then you don't have to be eating like top ramen like most college students. But it's hard with moms. I'm not going to lie because moms want to.
Love you, Mom.
I know. Moms want to fatten us up. Like they show their like love for you by filling you with tons of like carby, delicious foods. But kind of share your goals with your mom, kind of have a heart-to-heart with her, I would say, like depending on your relationship. Hopefully she'd be cool with understanding that you want to eat a certain way. Also, you can prepare some of your own meals at home. I don't see why not, unless your mom's really fighting you on that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So take a turn. So your mom can cook meals, and then you can cook meals for your family one time and show them the difference. And if you're looking for healthy recipes, like we have tons of healthy recipes on our site, and take that recipe, make it for the family, and prove to them that you can create traditional foods, the meals that everybody knows and loves, but you can use real whole ingredients and make it taste delicious. So we'll put that challenge out to you.
Yes, that's the best thing, because really we don't want you guys to think that living lean means you have to eat differently than normal people eat, because it's not that way. And our hope is that living lean becomes normal, becomes the new normal. Just because you have old traditions in the family doesn't mean it has to stay that way. And like say that Friday night is spaghetti night or something, there's no reason you can't make like the live lean pasta bolognese or something like that. That's made with sweet potato noodles and
zucchini noodles.
Oh yeah, and if you made that for your family, I bet they would be actually like really impressed and really it would be kind of eye-opening for the whole family.
And when they see their belt line go down and their stomach and their like muscles just flowing out, they're gonna love you.
Everyone will be so happy, so happy.
So there you go, guys. That is episode number 2 of our Ask LiveLeanTV show. Thank you guys so much. So we want you guys engaging in the comments below. That's how we do this show. You guys tell us the questions you want. So put them down in the comments below or on Twitter at Brad Guthrow. Send them to me and we'll answer them on camera. And today's question of the day for you guys to talk about down there as well. I told you that you could ask the question this time since mine was a sports manly question last time.
Ooh. I would say, what is your guys' favorite hobby other than working out and cooking that you like to do that makes you human? Because you heard kind of what ours are. So tell us what yours is.
What do you guys love to do? Put it down below. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you share us out. Come back for another episode. And we're going to say, boy.
Keep living lean. Boy.